And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Easy. 5-8, 5-8. Got it.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Four down. Ready? You ready?
They go with a fullback line. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Kill. Ready? You ready?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Now
they'll throw with Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check, check, check. Ready. We're waiting.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ready. You waiting? Got it.
They'll run with a fullback line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second and goal from the 1.
Got it. Ready, my check.
He's going to get it running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Switch.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Got it.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Hill running right through it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Oh, he shifts past him. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week, Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance?
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it, because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
They'll give it to Mixon. Oh, a good move. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball. Ready? You ready? Here we go. Got it!
Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Got it! Got it! Got it!
They'll run here with Ingram. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Ready? Ready? United. Ready to attack.
They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Ready? You ready?
Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Ready? We're waiting.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Ginn. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down. Down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 38.
Ready. We're waiting.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. The 20, 10, and he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas, 55 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Everyone got 4. 4 down. Ready. We're waiting. Let's go.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Got it. 11. Get set. Go get it. Please, son. Hey, back 52.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
11. 11.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The left side completion to Jones. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up as safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, here's Mixon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Play action, Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But
with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ready. Ready. Easy. Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. On 1st down, Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Looking long for Thomas. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ready?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
21.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
12. Go. 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely, You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Kill, kill! Ready! United!
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Ready? You waiting? Got it! Who's that? 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Now Breeze. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Like 80! 80! 11, 11, 11, 11. Back!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 23 yards on the play. Garoppolo now. 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Like 80! 80!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
White. Black 80! 12, now here we go. Make it, go!
He's going to get it running right. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here's Mixon. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
21.
On play action, it's Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On play action, now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead down to 9. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake. Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
11.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And he's just across midfield.